What does your partner really think of you? The couple quiz. Who is more likely to talk throughout a movie? Who can assemble an IKEA unit faster? Who snores louder? Who is more likely to be brutally honest with the other? Who's more likely to fall down a flight of stairs?
This one's for couples. 13 embarrassing questions. Who overthinks everything? Who showers less? Who is always eating? Who has a nicer butt? Who is more possessive? Who drools more? Who is a better driver? Who curses more? Who always sleeps in? Who is always on their phone? Who has the worst singing voice? Who takes the most selfies? Who is the lawbreaker?
My husband and I met on a dating site, and I didn't really have to tell him that I was trans because I had like a big Instagram following at the time, and like I had like he just Googled me, and it was probably pretty easy to find out. And I think he probably just knew right away. So yeah. Plus I don't always pass, so that would have been like, I mean, I don't know. He would have known anyway. But yeah. No, he didn't have a problem with it, so it worked out. I'm the one that messaged him first, by the way. It was me. I was the one that reached out to him first, so just saying. Hi, thank you for your question. My husband and I met, or I should say started talking in December of 2018, and maybe about a year later we met in person. And like I say, like at the time he was in a training facility. He's in a male-dominated field, so we were very quiet. He didn't want to be, but I made him be quiet about me while he was there because you know, for one, just being open about being gay could be dangerous, but for two, I didn't want, you know, me being trans to reflect on him in any way. Not that I really think, I mean, my husband is like, you know, 6 feet and gigantic. I really don't think anyone would try him. They never did, but you never know, you know what I mean? And so actually, like after he graduated the program, you know, everybody knows who I am. They all know. I think some of them follow me on here. I'm friends with some of his friends, and they were really accepting and kind, and we're lucky to have that support circle. But you know, that's why you know, part of why it took us so long to meet and, you know, to really become official, part of it was me. I ghosted him a lot. And then so yeah, and then about a year, no, not a, it was a year after we started talking, like when we met, shortly after, he moved like almost 5 hours away to be with me. And then a year after that, I think it was a year after that, we got married. I hope I'm getting this right. And now we've been married a year because it was June 29th. So we've been married a year, and we've been together since like around December 2018. So yeah, thank you for your question. Thank you for your question. Eli is a baby. He's only 27. Well, he's gonna be 28. I'm 31, so to me he's young. When we met, how old were you when we met?
24.
No, he was 23, and I was, how old was, okay, so there's 31, how much older, you know I can't do math, do it for me. How much older am I than you?
3 years.
I thought it's 4 years. It's 4 years.
It's 3 and a few months.
It's 4 years. He was 23, I was 27. So, but he's more mature than me, definitely. I mean, you already knew that. What?
He said you're just an old guy going through a midlife crisis.
My life is a constant midlife crisis. You knew this when you met me.
I did. It will forever be.
Well, oh well, tough shit.
Who wears the pants? Who made the first move? Who's a better kisser? Who's smarter? Who works harder? Who's always right? Who's gonna make more money? Who wants to get married first? Who's funnier? Who wants more kids? Who wears the pants? Who needs the most attention? Who's more likely to get away with murder? Who's most athletic? Who buys better gifts? Who texts first in the morning? Who's more attractive? Who's the most adventurous?
This one's for couples, 14 questions. Who apologizes the first after a fight? Who's the funny one? Who's more romantic? Who's more patient? Who's the better cook? Who said I love you first? Who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Who's the grumpier one in the morning? Who's more stubborn? Who's the bigger baby when sick? Who's the social butterfly? Who's the messy one? Who works out more? Who requires more attention?
Yes, it does still make him gay. And I get why people ask this, but if you really think about it, like, there's much more to what society really considers, like, masculine as opposed to just, like, you know, what someone has in their pants. I look very masculine, even if I don't always pass. I look very masculine. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, you know, when I name these traits, they'll be like, oh, but, you know, not everybody with those traits is masculine. Okay, but society views people who are, like, big, bald, tattooed as masculine, and that's what I am. My husband is attracted to masculinity. I am very masculine. Even for those who view me as a woman, I would be an insanely masculine woman. Yeah, that's why when a lot of dudes on here, they try to justify shit, like, they'll be like, you know, oh, it's not gay to be attracted to you, you're still a girl. It's like, chill out, bro. You don't gotta convince yourself. Like, if someone's attracted to me, they're a little bit fruity. At least a little bit fruity. Because I do radiate dude vibes. Like, even if, you know, someone's transphobic, they don't view me as a dude, that's fine. But, if you're attracted to this level of masculinity, like I say, you're a little, you know what I mean? So, yeah, no, he's definitely gay. Yeah, I don't know, it always, like, honestly confuses me, because I, even as a masculine lesbian, like, I was hit on by gay men. Like, I don't see how people view that as, like, out of the ordinary, because if someone is gay, they are probably attracted to masculinity, and, you know, if someone's a lesbian, they might be attracted to femininity. I know this isn't, like, across the board, but so I've never gotten why, like, people are confused by that, because what's in your pants is one aspect. As a whole, if someone likes this, they are not hetero. I will say that much. If they're a dude anyways. Hi, thank you for your question. Right now, no, I don't want any more kids. My husband, he'd always want more kids. I don't know, no, to be honest, I'm not, like, a huge kid person. Like, I'm really not. The thing is my kid legit acts like a 40-year-old. Like, he used to read the newspaper on his way to preschool. I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to find it, but I think I've shared it on here before, actually. But yeah, I'm just so lucky. I really am, because, like, I remember when I was pregnant, and yes, for those who are new, I gave birth. I remember, like, I was worried about, like, such ridiculous shit. Like, one of my biggest fears was, what if my kid and I don't share the same sense of humor? Like, what if my kid doesn't think farts are funny? Like, how am I gonna tolerate that? Like, I was legit concerned about that. So, yeah, I've very much lucked out getting the kid I got, because, like I said, he acts like a middle-aged man, but he does think farts are funny. So, that's pretty much hitting the lottery. Don't think I want to, I mean, I got the perfect kid for me, you know what I mean? Like, he's the perfect fit for me to raise. He's great. For me. Someone else might be like, why the hell is this kid reading the fucking, you know, New York Times on the way to preschool? Me? I'm like, you fucking go. I love you. Sure, you can see him. My son is cracking up in the background because my husband's doing effects on Snapchat. There's my handsome husband. He has the perfect eyebrows, and he never does his eyebrows. Some effects? Maybe soon. He loves doing like Snapchat and TikTok effects. But yeah, my husband. Oh my god. Wait, let me show you this. Hold on. If you did your hair like that, I would die. No, don't even. Roman's dying laughing.
Here's a fun game for couples.
Let's play.
Who's the better kisser?
Who said I love you first?
Who's the messy one?
Who is a better cook?
Who's most likely to deal with the spider?
Who has more bad habits?
Who wins more arguments?
Who has the worst handwriting?
Who's the better driver?
Who does the dog or cat love more?
Who has the most exes?
Who says I'm sorry first?
Who's funnier?
Who's more outgoing?
Who's grumpier in the morning?
Who spends more money?
10 questions for gay couples. Who made the first move? Who said I love you first? Who's the better cook? Who makes the most drama? Who works out more? Who has the better style? Who is more likely to get arrested? Who flirts with more people? Who is the bigger hoe? Who has the bigger ass? Who's packing more?
This is my husband.
It's on TV.
On TikTok. Great. No, but I'm almost as tall. You know what I mean? I'm almost there. When we take selfies, either I go like this or he bends down so that I look a little taller. Nothing. My husband just says to me, I need to find the sports tape we have at home because this tape isn't working. And I'm like, what tape? What are you talking about? This is how he did something to his thumb. This is how, you can't even see it. This is how he remedied it. Scotch fucking tape. This is what happens when you marry someone who's backwoods. Scotch fucking tape instead of bandages. Oh my god.
I asked you fucking where it was.
I didn't think you meant to wrap your fucking thumb. I didn't think the solution was Scotch tape. Oh
It's all we had on the desk.
Oh my god.
The Band-Aids weren't. I was not wrapping my thumb in Band-Aids.
Why?
The hell's different than Band-Aid and Scotch tape? Other than sterilization, there's no wound. There's no boo-boo.
You need a nap. Let's ask my husband. Do people ever act like you're not gay around here because I'm a trans dude?
I'm honestly, I don't pay attention enough to know.
I'll answer. No, not around here. The only people that I've ever heard that from are on TikTok, or maybe YouTube, but in real life, no, nobody acts like that. Actually, around here, if somebody did find me attractive, like a dude did, they would definitely be labeled as fruity as shit, and they would probably be ragged on as being fruity. So it's so weird to me how in like TikTok world and stuff, people view me as a masculine woman and say that, you know, my husband isn't gay because he's with me, because around here, like, if a dude was attracted to me, even when I like was a masculine lesbian, I mean, they'd be fucking fruity, and people would make it known. So I don't know. It's just on here. Well, it wasn't a same-sex marriage, but it was sexy. No, I'm just kidding. Kinda. Not really, I'm not kidding. So hold on, let me show you. So this is my husband and I on our wedding day. I used to not like our wedding pictures because I felt like I looked like too much of a bottom in them. But anyways, yeah, it was really beautiful, but it was a very little thing. Like, it was just him and I, justice of the peace, because it was a pandemic. And plus I didn't want a wedding anyways. Legally, though, I am my husband's wife. It's kind of funny, especially when I have to like go places like the DMV or the town hall, and I'm listed as a wife. It is kind of funny, but it's by choice. I legally changed my gender to male a long time ago. I have absolutely no intention of going back to male. I live as male every day. I've had top surgery. I was on testosterone for years, but when I detransitioned, when my liver started to fail, for those interested, I will link the playlist where you can learn more about that at the bottom. But when that happened, I presented as feminine for a while, and I changed my gender legally back to female. It was a bitch to change my gender to male where I live. It was horrible, so I'm never going through that again just for that. Also, I will not go back to being legally male for one of the sheer facts is that I don't always pass, and a lot of people don't take this into consideration or know this, but and first of all, when I say this, people are going to be like, if you don't want to go to jail, just do nothing wrong. I don't do shit to get in trouble, but people are naive to think that you can't get arrested or booked, whatever, just living life and doing that. You can. You can be falsely accused. It happens all the time, more than you think. So I'm not going to risk ever getting booked into a male's prison. I haven't had bottom surgery. That would be a huge risk. I'd be extremely vulnerable. So I am not going to risk that. A lot of cis men get mad at that. They're like, oh my God, if you want to live as a man, just be a man. Yeah, it's a lot different when you're working with different nether regions. You know what I mean? So I am not changing my gender back to male. I have no desire to. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just stay my husband's wife. I don't care. I can rock it. Hi, thank you for your question. Yes, my husband and I, socially, I guess, in every way but legally, are recognized as gay men. My husband was gay before I met him. He wasn't interested in women when I met him. He's a gay dude by default. I wouldn't consider myself, I'm in a gay marriage. I don't consider myself gay because I like women too. I'm attracted to women too, but together, yeah, we're like a gay couple. It's so funny because I live in, my state, I live in New Hampshire, so it's not all conservative, but we are a red state, and where I live, it's very rural, and it is very red. And it's so funny because here, the whole thing would be that if any, say a man was a heterosexual and he pursued me somehow, he would totally be ragged on for being gay because I look like a dude and I act like a dude. When I was growing up, if any guy that would be a joke, oh, are you, I'm not even gonna say the slur, but since I kind of appeared as a masculine lesbian, they would rag on dudes because it would be fruity. It would be fruity if they were attracted to me. So that's how it is around here. Nobody would even think twice about considering my husband a gay man because even if someone viewed me as a woman, I'm a very masculine woman, so they would obviously make a correlation that, oh, he's probably a little fruity, you know what I mean? But it's so weird because then you enter the world of TikTok and YouTube, and it's I have another, not you were very respectful, but I usually have a whole nother slew of people that are claiming to be very I don't know, traditional and and they view our relationship as a straight relationship, which is so weird because it's they can't pick a plot. It's just very confusing. It's very confusing. But yes, no, I would consider myself in a gay marriage. I present in society as male. I've lived as male for a while now. I've had top surgery. I was on hormones. My husband views me as a dude, you know what I mean? I don't know. People are so confused, and I'm supposed to be the confusing one. I'm not attacking you, I'm sorry. It blows my mind, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get how I confuse people sometimes. It sounds like I'm saying that about you. I'm not, but I get this shit all the time, and I'm like, oh, everybody else is confusing. I'm not the confusing one. Hi, so first of all, thank you so much. And second of all, just to preface this so I can explain it a little bit, a lot of people already know this, but when my husband and I first started talking, I was as I am now. He met me as a guy, like, this is how he first knew me. However, when he started, like, actually seeing me in person, because he was at training for a long time, he literally, like, we started dating in person, like, right when I detransitioned. I'll attach the link to my detransition thing, so you guys can see more about it. My liver started to fail. I detransitioned, presented as a woman for a very short period, probably like a month and a half, and that just happened to be when my husband was able to come down and see me. Hold on, here's some pictures. Like I said, when I detransitioned, I looked just, like a assassin. I looked like a pretty masculine woman. But this is when, around the time, like, they first met. It's not the first day they met, but around the first time. We waited quite a while before we introduced Roman to him. It was important to both of us to wait a while, so we took it very slow, but yeah, we had been talking for, like, God, a year or two before this, and so yeah, that's all of us together. This is all of us at a pool, and as you may imagine, having to freaking wear a bikini top after you've had top surgery, not the best, but it was a good day. Except I went into the women's dressing room, because I had to use the women's dressing room, obviously, and I cut a huge fart, because I didn't want to fart in front of my husband, because, like, presenting as a woman, I couldn't. Now I don't fucking care. And I literally tried to be discreet about it, thinking, oh, my kid, he doesn't talk a lot, he's not going to say anything. No, he fucking screams, "It stinks in here!" That's them at the beach. I love this picture. It's my computer desktop screen thingy-majig. This is back when my husband had hair. Thank God I made him shave it. This was our first Christmas card together. Isn't that cute? I love this picture of them. I forget where we were. Maybe Applebee's or something. I love this picture, though. Yeah, so introducing my son to my husband was actually a pretty smooth adventure. My son, like, really loved him, and he also, like, my in-laws, he loves as well. Yeah, it was a pretty easy transition. I don't know. It's weird because now I can't picture my life without him, because we've all become such, like, a unit. Like, but yeah, hope you have a good day. Okay, but legally I am my husband's wife. Legally I am. I'm flattered, absolutely flattered that you consider me gay, because I consider myself in a gay marriage. I consider myself a man, but legally, on paper, I'm his wife. I think we all know why you're really mad, Clayton. We all know. 'Cause look at you. Look at me. I look like I could just crush you with my right armpit. I just gave my husband a list to go into the store. And I said, okay, the butter, it has to be Land O'Lakes. And he goes, okay, did you say it has to be Land Oaks or Land Lakes? He's never heard of Land O'Lakes butter before. Do they not have that in Vermont?
I don't usually buy butter.
That is true. He doesn't usually buy butter.
Oil.
Oh, it's his first time getting groceries. No, it's not really, but usually I'm there with him, so. I'm usually in there with you. You know I'm usually in there with you. Like, get this one, this one, this one. He just had to go over the list and ask me every single brand. I'm lucky to have you, though. It's good you do that.
Well, do you want it right?
That's true. Yeah, I do want it right. He just forgot again, and he goes, okay, it's Landfill Lakes. He forgot again.
No, I couldn't hear you.
What do you mean? I just said, what do you mean?
It's slurred together. I don't know. My brain doesn't comprehend.
No, it doesn't. I was just talking to my husband about, like, how my TikTok is split. Like, some people say we look like... His head's not shaved right now, though, so disregard that. But other people are like, you know, oh my God, you look so much alike. But then other people are like, no, you don't look alike at all. That's my husband. And I was talking to him about how, like, he picked us out matching glasses. We're just waiting for him in the mail. And we're also getting matching hats and everything. And I was like, oh, the only way they're going to be able to tell us apart is my tattoos. And he was like, what about the height difference? He's like, you have Napoleon syndrome? I'm not even that short. Sorry for the sun. By the way, I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm not driving. But I'm not even that short. I'm 5'7". You're just beastly tall.